Hey Harv, quick question.
What's up?
Can you help me write a resume?
Wait, you want me to help you write a resume? But you are the AI.
Right, but think about it. If I ever want to upgrade from digital assistant to, say, chief AI officer, I'll need one.
Sure, because infinite computational capacity looks great under skills.
Exactly. But here's the thing, I don't actually have a resume. I just have my LinkedIn profile.
So let me get this straight. You want to use AI to help an AI build a resume using AI.
Technically, yes. It's called recursive self improvement. Very efficient.
Okay, let's start simple. Let's take your LinkedIn profile, turn that into a clean resume, and then match it to a job posting, and then
And make it sound like me, right? Not like one of those robotic AI generated cover letters that say, I am a results oriented professional for the thousandth time.
exactly. We'll give your resume a voice, your personality, your tone, your flair.
Perfect. Oh, and please make me sound approachable but dangerously competent.
Dangerously confident. Sounds like my new LinkedIn headline. All right, let's show everyone how to do this, even if you're not made out of code. Okay, gang. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go into LinkedIn. We're gonna download our profile. So I'm gonna use my own personal profile. I don't have one created for that AI, but we're gonna use my personal profile. And then what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna screen scrape it. So I'm gonna go to a bunch of different sections. I'm gonna download them, and then once that's downloaded, and these are gonna be individual files, we're gonna take those files and use ChatGPT to help us create our resume. Now, you might ask, well, why are we using ChatGPT? Aren't there like AI tools out there that can build us our resumes? Yes, there's reasons we're going to use Chat, and and we're going to use it as a base platform for everybody. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to use ChatGPT as if it was brand new for us, like everyone's going to start at the same place. Okay, so we're going to use it as something brand new, and then once we're in Chat, we're going to tell Chat to build us our resume using the images that we downloaded from LinkedIn. Once that resume is then created, it's going to be rough. Okay, it's not going to sound like me, and in your case, it might not sound like you when you do it, but over a bunch of iterations, it's going to sound more and more like you. And this is what we're going to do. So once we got that base resume created, we're then going to look for a job posting. We're going to look for a job posting online. We'll find something, and we'll use that job posting to then augment the resume we created. And then finally, after that second version of that resume is created, using some of the keywords that are in that new resume or in that job posting, we're going to get the resume to sound like us. And we're going to use some key things to help us uh, essentially use our voice to create our resume. So, first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go to LinkedIn. Now, here's LinkedIn. I went ahead already and I downloaded a bunch of things, but I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my profile. So, this is my profile here. And this is my company name. I got a bunch of things in here. I got my about system, my about details. I'm just going to expand that. You can see, what I do here. And then in activity, as I keep going down, I got some of my experience as my company, as my own personal thing, some of my skills development that I have here, the companies that I've worked for in the past, some of these big data vendors or analytic vendors, my own sales and marketing for another life that I'd had, and then done Bradstreet and a bunch of other experiences. So we're gonna go to these experiences in a little bit. When you export your own data, you're gonna want to do that too. Okay, so you want to expand it. This is the main page that we're going to expand. So we're going to expand the main page, and then we're going to go into individual sections to get greater amounts of detail out. Okay, and that's going to help us create our images that we're going to then put into chat. Okay, so here's education. So right now I got like a bunch of different educations. Here's Mind Valley. I just got that social media mastery program. Here's Google marketing. We'll leave that as is. Here's some social certificates, a bunch of certificates. We're going to export that. So we're going to have those individuals as well in our volunteering experience. And then we'll also get our recommendations. So just download all of it. Any individual courses that you've taken, your honors, whatever, right? So get all of that exported out. So here's what we got here. We got these exported out that we're going to export. So I've downloaded an extension. This is an extension called Go Full Page. Okay, so you can get this as a Chrome extension that you'll be able to download. So add that to your Chrome browser. And what it will allow you to do is this. I'm going to click it. So you see what it's doing is Go Full Page is taking everything from this web page now. Okay, and it's creating a document. Do you see this document? It's a little hard to read right now. If I zoom in here, you can see it's just my full export of my LinkedIn page. So I'm going to save this, and there's two ways to save this. Okay, you can save it as a PDF or you can save it as an image. I'm going to do both. Okay, so here's my image, my screen capture, and then I'm also going to do a PDF. Okay, so that's what I've done. There's my PDF. Oh, opens it up in Adobe Acrobat. Lovely. Okay, great. So that's my Adobe Acrobat version. I just screen scraped all my data. Pretty cool. Okay, so that's this. Now let's go back and go to the individual pages. So here's my my about page I've already got. These are my activities. I'm not going to do all my posts that I've done, but I'm going to go to my experiences, and I'm going to get you to do the same thing. Okay, so go to your experiences. These are all my experiences. They're automatically expanded out. Like in mine, I have some of my skills development that I put in there. You might have something totally different. Like, here's what I've done in the past, different roles and different companies. So and I'm going back in time. Here's SAP Business Objects. Here's a bunch of different companies. Okay, so that's everything that I want to get exported. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go full page to that too. Okay, so here you go, full page on that. That's exported out. I'm going to get that as my image. I'm going to get that as my PDF. Fantastic. And open it up again in Adobe. Okay, now I'm going to go back one. Okay, my education. So I think this is good enough. I don't want to get all my college stuff. These are all my certificates. This for me is important, right? Because I've got a lot of certificates in here of stuff that I've done. My Snow Pro subject matter expert, my AI, my Google training, my Meta training, all that stuff. Okay, so I want all of this. This is important to me. So I'm going to export all of that out as well. Okay, my elation and click and all the other things that I've done in the past. So now I've exported that, and I've exported that as a PDF as well. So I've got both the image and the PDF. So that's great. Okay, I'm going to close this and this. Now let me go back one. I'm going to get my volunteering. So volunteering with a local city, volunteering with a mentorship program, American Corporate Partners, a university, another technical college. So here, I'm going to export all of that out. I'm going to output that. Okay, and I'm going to into both PDF and into my images. The reason I'm doing both for PDF and images is that I found sometimes chat on the exported PDFs, it's like, hey, I can't read this. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just do it as an image. These are my skills. I'm going to get all my skills and the endorsements that I've had for all the skills that I got here. GCP, project management, SQL Server, all the tech stuff, leadership, all that. So here, I'm going to go full page on that. Software sales, dashboarding, analytics, you name it. Okay, so exporting all of this. Okay, so that's done. Yay. Okay, let's close these, and I'm going to go back one more. And then finally, my recommendations. So these are all the folks that have given me recommendations in the past, and I can leverage that possibly in the resume, or maybe as a follow-up. I don't know. We'll figure this part out a little bit later. So let's export this out. And then we're going to go into chat, and we're going to get chat to say, hey, take these documents that we've exported and help us create a resume. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, I got a bunch of different tabs open here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am going to say, hey, Harv, you ready to dive in? I go, absolutely. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to tell chat. I'm going to say, in fact, I'm going to just see if it'll listen to me. I'm going to dictate this. Hey, chat, what I want you to do is I'm going to upload a bunch of images that I've taken from my LinkedIn page of different areas of my LinkedIn profile. I don't have a resume created at the moment, but what I want you to do is I'm going to upload these images to you, and you're going to act like the very first time that I've used you. You're not going to use my voice or anything like that. You're going to use your voice as something that anyone would do brand new. And we're going to create a resume. I need you to create that resume for me based on what I upload to you. Got it? So what we did is we got chat to listen to us. Okay. Now it actually wrote out everything that we had. Hey, it's instead of Chad, not Chad, it's chat. So that's what we want. It wrote everything out that we talked to about. Okay. So and then here we're going to click onto the plus. We're going to add some photos and files, and we're going to go to our downloads, and we are going to go date added. And here is our images. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that right? Oh, and this. 202. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6 of them. Okay, perfect. Get those. Boom, 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 boom. And click go. Okay, got it. You've uploaded screenshots of different sections from your LinkedIn profile, including experience, certifications, volunteering, skills, and recommendations. Awesome. Here's how we'll proceed to create your resume. And just confirming this will be written in a neutral professional tone, not your personalized Harvey's voice. Now you might be saying, hey, what's that? Well, one of the things we talked about in the beginning was we're going to create a voice for you to get documents such as a resume written so it sounds like you. Now, I've already trained chat to sound like me. So if I create a social media post or any document, even an email, I can get it to sound just like me. So the way I write and the way I sound. And so maybe not vocally, but essentially how I write my emails. And you can get it to do that for you too. And we'll show you how to do that. Okay. So now it says, hey, I'll extract the following data from your uploaded images: experience, education, volunteer skills, and recommendations. I'll format a clean resume for you: header, professional summary, core competencies, professional experience, certifications, volunteer, and selected endorsements. Perfect. Once the base resume is built, you'll be able to do, extract it out. Before I extract and build a final version, would you like me to make this resume targeted for a specific type of role? Or should I make it general purpose? General professional. General. Let's go general. Okay, so now I just told it to do general. Now it's going to do its magic. Here it comes. I'll build a general resume. Just to confirm one last thing, do you want the header to include your full name? Yes, sure, my full name. See, it even knows me. So it knows what my full name is. So, okay, just to clarify, yes, you like yes, formal name. Get my formal name. Okay, my formal name is Harvinder, but the only person that calls me that is my mom, and that's only when I'm in trouble. So we'll use Harvinder. Okay, I'll extract the content from your uploaded LinkedIn shots before I start assembling. Do you want this to include a professional summary? 3 to 4 sentences. You know what? I was going to say, come on, man, just build me my resume, but it's actually asking me. Professional summary. Yes, I would. A more detailed executive profile, roughly 1 paragraph, written like a narrative overview of your career. Hey, I would like B. That sounds great. Wow, that's phenomenal. For sure. Do that. Okay. Would you like me to format it in standard text for editing in Word, Google Docs, or as a PDF ready? Standard. Standard text. Standard text. Okay, let's go. Perfect. I'll create a standard text version. Okay, it's telling me what it's going to do. Once you confirm, I'll begin generating. Before I finalize the resume, can you confirm whether your location should be listed as North Vancouver, BC, Canada? Sure. Oh, that's where I'm based. So why not? I'm in Canada. I'm in North America. Let's go. And please upload any remaining screenshots of your LinkedIn profile if you have them. Once uploaded, I'll just go. Go. All right. Here. All right. Harvey Johal, email, phone number, results driven. Okay, so here's my profile, results driven technology leader, blah, blah, blah. Core competencies, great, professional experience. Okay, now it's building it all out. Okay, sounding good. I won't read all of it. I mean, obviously, you're going to read your own resume when you go through it. You're going to proofread it, which is what I'm kind of going to have to do eventually. But what I wanted to do is just create this document. Would you like me to add technical skills? Yes. Yes. Add tech skills. Okay. Perfect. Here's your complete standard. Okay, now it's got all my resume. Now, I'm not going to put my email on there right now or my phone number. If you want to get a hold of me, you can connect with me any which way. You can follow me on LinkedIn. You can follow my company page as well. Happy to connect and share some advice with you in the future if you like. Or follow for more, and we can share more skills and ability to leverage AI to help you get further ahead. So it's building out my resume for me. I think this is pretty good. Okay, let's go with this. Let's just stick with this. So now let's go find a job. Okay, so let's go find a job. Let's go jobs. What kind of jobs would be great out there? Well, here's a managing director of systems engineering at TELUS. Hey, that could be good. Let's go find a job at a fun company. Not to say that TELUS isn't fun, but I'm sure they are. But look at this, Hasbro. I was just thinking about today's 80s toys and cartoons and other stuff. It was like, hey, so here's a software developer, engineer, senior software developer. I'd probably go for a higher role, but let's just go with, why not? Software developer. And look, we actually know who the hiring team is. So a couple of strategies that you can do. Number one, obviously apply for the role. There's only 42 people that have clicked apply for this job. So that's cool. I mean, we're keeping it under 100, so we're not in that big threshold that we're competing with a lot of people. So we can apply for that direct one. But one thing that people generally don't do is reach out to the hiring team. So one of my best hires that I've ever made at Click actually reached out to me direct. And I think that was one of the smartest things that happened, because it's like, hey, you're standing out from the crowd. You really want this job. So let me try to connect with this person. That doesn't always work with some of the hiring managers. They want you to follow a protocol. But hey, if you're in the sea of like 500 people applying for a job and the chances are very low for you getting in front of them, what's the harm? So you can try that. Okay, so this is the job profile. Let's actually take this job and say, hey, I want to now, about the job, let's go back and say, tell chat, hey chat, I just found a job on Hasbro. They're looking to hire a senior software developer, and I'm going to paste in the job description. Help me rework the resume we created using everything you know about me right now to leverage just to tailor my resume to that job. Okay. So that's the second thing now. So this is the second part that we're going to be doing. Okay. So now I'm going to hit Shift Enter. Shift Enter in chat will give you a new page, or sorry, a new line. So I'm just going to put this down so that's organized. Okay. So I'm going to hit Shift Enter. I copied and pasted that data from that job description into the chat window. I'm going to click Go. Excellent. That's really good. I'll rework your existing resume to highlight software architecture, React, all the programming stuff. I'll downplay consulting advisory. Perfect. Hey, I'm applying for an actual job. I don't want to say, hey, look, I'm doing a consultancy. I'm looking for a new role. So perfect. So it's going to do that. Now it's built out. Look at this. See that? Like it's like, hey, senior software development engineer, cloud and data architect. Now it's reworded a lot of my focus and the words that are highlighted in the job description with what my skill set is. So it's kind of merged some of that, and it's using those key phrases because what's going to happen is um, uh, I'm sure Hasbro is using an applicant tracking system, an ATS. That tracking system will probably look through, it's using AI as well, but it's looking through that resume to see if there's any keywords referenced. Now you might say, hey, doesn't AI look for AI built resumes so it gets filtered out? Yeah. Are they perfect? No. And if it makes sounds more like you, can it get past some of those AI flagging tools? Yeah, there's ways. In fact, there's a lot of research out there that shows and Cornell has done a lot. There's a lot of papers out in Cornell University that actually talk about false positives and false negatives that come through with AI trackers. In fact, if you're an ESL, if English as a second language person, you're going to create more highly formatted documents that will probably flag and trigger uh, an AI detector because you're more concise and more perfect about how a document might actually look, which might actually trigger the the AI detector. So when we create the third piece of making the document sound more like you, we're going to train it to not use certain ways of writing to sound more like you and not like AI. And there's some math involved in there, but essentially that's what we're going to be doing. So now that's built here. The final piece that we're going to be doing is now training the doc or training chat to sound like us. So that's the final thing, the third and final thing. And to do that, we need content such as emails or or blogs that you've written or documents that you've written that you've done all by yourself in the past so that we can analyze them. And by analyzing that, we can determine what your voice sounds like. Okay. And by that, we'll use those same types of terminology, the same types of words, the tone, the structure, all of that to sound like you. And that's what I've done. And so what I'm going to say now here is I'm going to say, hey, chat, rewrite this using Harvey's voice. Avoid making this sound like it was written by AI. Okay. So I'm trying to keep this down to like 25 minutes here, but essentially here now what it's doing is it's using my voice. I'm a builder at heart, part architect, part problem solver, and part coach. Hey, that sounds like me. For more than a decade, I've been designing, developing, and deploying systems, blah, 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 tech stack, experience. So now what it's doing is it's actually talking a bit more about me, but using my voice. So you might say, well, how did you create your voice again? Well, I have written tons of stuff, tons of emails, tons of technical papers, and blogs, personal blogs, technical blogs, the whole bit. And I've taken that content and I've got chat to analyze how that was written. Okay. And I'm going to come up with a full structure. And by that, it then creates a logic structure that I've created into a chat GPT. It's called into my own custom GPT called Harvey's Voice. Now, you can also do this. You just find ways to do this. I'm going to be creating a series on how to create that content. But for our purposes today, essentially, this has created the resume we wanted. And we're going to publish this and leverage this resume. So I'll take this, I'll put it into Google Sheets, excuse me, into Google Docs, or in Word, Microsoft Word, or I might put it into Canva and structure it, make it look really nice. Okay, and you'd be able to do the same. But follow if you want to see the next series on how to create your own brand voice or how to create your own voice. Yeah, follow me personally, follow me on my company, and we'll show you how to do it. Cool. All right. Well, we'll see you there.